Hey guys, KRX50 here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the Henshin Belt Deluxe Mach Driver Honoh from Kamen Rider Drive. This is the belt used by Kamen Rider Mach to transform. So this set includes a few things: the Mach Driver Honoh itself, one signal bike, which are Mach's gimmick items, and some belt parts. So to start, let's take a look at the Mach Driver Honoh itself. So here's the main buckle. And so design-wise, with Mach having a motif of a motorcycle rider, and being based on motorcycles in general, his belt has a design like a large exhaust pipe, as opposed to the Drive Driver, which was kind of like a combination between a car engine and a dashboard. So this is mainly cast in metallic gunmetal gray plastic, with lots of nice metallic blue paint apps. Got this part here in chrome silver, with a metallic red strip here. You have clear black parts here and here, which light will shine through later on. You got some details in here for where the signal bikes will go. Speaker right here. A little bun up here in metallic silver. The bum here. Left and right sides. Then on the back, we've got the battery compartment here. Lots of details on the back. And the on and off switch. This part here is molded in metallic silver plastic that's rubbery and flexible. As far as what it actually does physically, you've got this part which can move up and down on a hinge, and then you can press this button. The strange thing is that this looks like it could be a button, but it's actually just part of the mold. Then you have the included signal bike, which is Signal Mach. So whereas Kamen Rider Drive has miniature cars, Kamen Rider Mach has miniature bikes. So this is his main one that he uses to transform, and it's actually based on his rider machine called the Ride Macher. So, like with Drive's type-changing shift cars, this is molded in a metallic color of plastic, in this case a nice metallic white. And see the seat here, painted in black. Some red racing stripes on the top. Front gun part painted in black. Headlights, which are a nice silvery metallic blue. Front wheel here with some spokes. And the back wheel here. You can also see here a nice sticker with Mach's symbol, which is a gold R symbol as opposed to Drive's silver R symbol. This little black part right here. And on the back, you've got the pin plate, which is actually a completely separate piece from the main body. You see it's just screwed on here, as opposed to shift cars where it's attached on a hinge, or signal or viral cores where it's actually molded onto the bottom part of it. As far as the wheels go, they are actually flat around the edges, so they can both stand on their own and be rolled along. Additionally, if they fall over backwards, they can actually be held up by the back pin plate, like a kickstand. So that's pretty cool. And next we have the belt parts, which are more like a standard rider belt, as opposed to Drives, which are designed after a seat belt. In this case, they're molded in silver plastic, with a pattern like a motorcycle wheel tread or tire tread. You got the two clips, which are simple simple clear black plastic, with just clear plastic for the buttons that go in and out. And then the belt stopper, which also has the R symbol, like Drive's, but has a slightly different design to it. having a more rounded design than the more square one that Drive had. Of course, these attach to the belt just like any others would, or any of the recent ones. Just push these in, clip it on one side, and then do the same on the other side. And there you have the completed belt. Though for the sake of the review, I'll be setting up aside the belt parts. So now we can get to the functionality of the belt. So to start, want to flip on the power switch right here. Get a confirmation sound and a confirmation noise or phrase. So instead of saying any kind of phrase related to an action, it just says Mach driver. So while it's like this on its own, you can press the button up here. It'll get a simple revving sound. That'll stay the same no matter how many times you press it. Then flipping up this will start the standby phase. While it's like this, you can press this again. It'll stop that. Then it'll continue. And pushing this back down stops the standby. So for the transformation, all you want to do is first flip up this part. Then take the single bike, slide in on this rail here. Then push down this part. And herein you see why it's called the Mach driver Honoh, as Honoh means flame. And the main gimmick here is that for the lights, they actually appear as a form of flame coming out of the exhaust pipe. So, now we have it actually in the Mach driver. As you can see, what it also does is it creates the illusion that flames are actually coming out of the back of the signal bike. So, whilst like that, you have the main body of the signal bike here, and then its actual symbol here, through this window. So whilst like that, you can do a function similar to shift up on the drive driver with this, though because there is no shifting as it's not a shift lever, I'll refer to this function as signal up. So, you can signal up once, like so. Do it twice. Three times. Now on the fourth, you get a change in the sounds. Get a little change to the revving sound and an extra word added into the phrase. So Mach becomes Zutto Mach, which means more Mach. And this will keep going if you press it continuously after the fourth press. The next thing you can do is activate the HISSATSU. So to that, first pull up the little compartment here. Then press the button on top. That'll start a new standby phase. Then push this back down. And through that, you'll actually see that this has a multicolor LED in here. So when you do the HISSATSU, that'll cycle through the different colors. Then, to cancel the transformation, pull this up, pull out the signal bike and push this back down. It'll say "Otsukare" or "well done." Now for a little size comparison. Here's the Mach driver next to the drive driver, and signal Mach next to shift speed. As you see, in terms of the drivers, the drive driver has more height, while the Mach driver has more length. And for these, obviously it's a little weird to compare them while they're like this, as obviously because of the way this is designed, they don't scale quite right, and standing like this, it is taller. Now getting them on their sides is a better comparison. As you can see, they're about the same width, but the signal bikes made it out to be a bit longer than the shift cars. That being said, shift cars in general feel heavier than signal bikes because of the parts they have inside, since these ones don't need any moving parts. Additionally, signal Mach and any other signal bike is compatible with the drive driver. So, just set aside the Mach driver a little bit, bring in that, and the shift brace, then turn it on, and activate. So for this, you just have to slide it in, and it'll start automatically. Oh right, I forgot to turn this on. My bad. So doing it one more time. There we go. So that'll activate a HIN form called Drive Type Next. Now let's see if I can do it one more time a little bit more smoothly. There we go. And you got the standby phase. You're pressing the button. We'll get you that. Right, you're pressing the red button. We'll get you that sound, which is basically its shift up or signal up, because this doesn't have any lever functionality. So in order to activate a special attack, you'll need one of the weapons. In this case, I'll use the Dorju. So switching it on. And for this, I'm going to hold down the release button because it locks a bit too tight if you don't. And so similarly, the Mach driver is compatible with any and all shift cars. So, since it would be too much to show all of the different shift car sounds in one video, just for this video, I'll show, just as an example, the 4 type change shift cars I have right now. And so for those, it's the same process. Starting off with shift speed, lift up the panel, insert on the rails. This time it recognizes it as a shift car. Then push down the panel. It'll say tire kokan, and instead of saying speed, it'll say hayai, which means fast. Basically, what it does for shift cars is that it turns all of them into different Japanese words. So pressing the button, get the signal up for that. And then pressing it 4 times. It'll become totemo hayai, or very fast. Then HISSATSU. Next is shift wild. In this case, wild becomes tsuyoi, or strong. Then doing 4 times. Turns into kanari tsuyoi, or fairly strong. And HISSATSU. And you'll see that for that one, use the white light instead of a red one, as it does change the color of this to match, or to best match, whatever is being put in. Then shift technique, for which we switch around to this side. Technique becomes umai, meaning clever. Then for the signal up, it becomes totemo umai, or very clever. And HISSATSU. Last but not least, shift fruits. Fruits becomes kudamono, which literally means fruit. And because there's no orange light, it uses the red light. And signal up. It says takusan kudamono, or lots of fruit. And HISSATSU. And yeah, just for reference sake, basically whenever you use the signal up, it'll always use the red light and then change if it needs to after that. And of course, do that and cancel the transformation. Though you will notice that, similarly to with the driver, if signal Mach hasn't been used prior, it'll still keep the basic standby sound. And of course, I will show a video of all the sounds that my current amount of shift cars besides these and viral cores as well make in the Mach driver. But that'll be in a separate, like I said, that'll be in a separate video at a separate time. So overall, this is a great secondary rider bike. It is quite nice that it has a rear of its own. And it does do some quite interesting things. Design-wise, it's quite interesting with this rather long design as opposed to kind of being more squat and square. And the chrome paint looks very nice here. It's a very simple mechanism that actually works very smoothly. Included signal light is really cool, though it is a shame that it only comes with one, so if you don't have any other gimmick items, kind of shift gimmick items, then you're kind of stuck with that. So I'd say it's probably best to buy this if you plan on getting some other things, or if you already have some other things. And it is cool that it can make use of the different shift cars. And because of the multicolored LEDs, it can change colors to match them, and it gives them unique sounds. Though, really, as far as the sounds go, you will notice that for the type change shift cars, they all had the same sound. They had different phrases, but the same sound, instead of plays on the transformation jingles. And that is different for Tire Kokon shift cars, which you'll see in that separate video. This is definitely a nice belt to get, and where I said that the brake gunner did not work as a replacement for a replacement or substitute for the driver, this one honestly can, because it both has a rear and can actually make better use of the shift cars. Not just giving them unique phrases, but also unique sounds. And the multicolor LED also really helps. So yeah, if you feel like the driver is a bit too much for you to get, then I'd say this is a nice substitute for it. However, I would not put this as the superior belt. I still think that the driver is the better one for the complex pattern and the way it works with the shift cars and the shift brace. Still, this is very much pretty much equally good belt as a secondary rider belt, which is a rarity in all honesty. So, if you really like Kamen Rider Mach and you want his belt, you plan on collecting more signal bikes, or you already have some shift cars of your own, then I'd definitely say that I recommend this, as it's a very fun toy. It works very well. So, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and check out my channel for more videos, as well as my Facebook page. And for now, this is KRX50, riding off.